No one noticed the first body was standing. That detail only mattered later. At first, it was just another missing person report. A man found dead near a highway rest stop, body upright, shoes planted perfectly on the asphalt, arms hanging loosely at his sides. No wounds, no blood, no signs of struggle. His head was gone. Police assumed animals, accidents, someone trying to be clever and cruel. They moved on quickly. They shouldn't have. Because 3 nights later, a traffic camera caught something walking along the shoulder of the same highway. A person-shaped figure. Tall, slow, wearing what looked like an old coat. No head. The footage wasn't dramatic. No glitching. No static. The figure simply moved forward, step by step, like someone walking home after a long day. The operator rewound the tape 3 times before realizing what was wrong. The neck ended cleanly, not torn, not bloody, sealed, as if the head had been removed carefully and the body had decided to keep going anyway. The first witness came forward a week later, a woman driving home late. Empty road, no music. She said she saw someone walking ahead and slowed down, thinking they might need help. As her headlights reached the figure, she noticed there was no head. She looked away instinctively. Then she looked again. That second look is what mattered. She described it later with shaking hands. My head moved on its own, she said. Just a little, like a reflex. Like something else needed me to look properly. She drove home. She slept. The next morning, her neck was stiff, not painful, just heavy, like it didn't belong to her properly anymore. 3 nights later, she was found standing in her driveway, head missing, body upright, facing the road. Doctors, police, media, everyone focused on the violence. No one paid attention to the posture until the 3rd body and the 4th. Always standing, always facing the same direction, always near a road. Investigators finally slowed down enough to see the pattern. Every victim had been a witness first. Every victim had looked twice. Surveillance footage from different towns began to surface. Grainy clips, night cameras, dash cams. In every one, the headless figure walked the same way. Steady pace, no hesitation. It never chased anyone, never lunged, never reached out. It didn't need to. People did the rest themselves. Anyone who saw it felt the same thing. A subtle pull in the neck, a tiny involuntary movement, the urge to confirm what the eyes had already rejected. That moment was the invitation. After that, the dreams started. People reported dreaming of walking without a head, but feeling balanced, calm, complete. No fear, no confusion, just motion. In the dreams, they were not missing anything. They were finished. Doctors couldn't explain the symptoms. Muscles in the neck would weaken over days. Reflexes slowed. Victims complained of feeling slightly behind themselves, like their thoughts arrived a second too late. On the third night, they disappeared. Bodies were always found by morning, standing, facing forward. The media tried to keep it quiet, but the internet did what it always does. People compared stories, mapped sightings, drew lines between locations. Every path led the same way. The headless thing was moving, not randomly, purposefully. Researchers found an old case buried in municipal records decades ago, a public execution. A man accused of betrayal during a time of panic. The sentence was symbolic. They removed his head first, not to kill him, to make a statement, erase identity, remove voice, strip recognition. Witnesses at the execution reported something strange. The body had remained upright longer than expected. Some swore the legs twitched, trying to step forward. The executioner called it nerves. History called it finished. It wasn't. Whatever had been left behind that night didn't die. It didn't rot. It didn't haunt buildings or graves. It walked. And it learned. Authorities issued warnings without explaining them. Do not approach unidentified pedestrians at night. Avoid isolated roads. Do not stare. The last warning came too late. People started filming encounters, posting them online, trying to prove they weren't afraid. Those videos always cut off early. The moment when the head turned back never made it online, because the people filming didn't survive long enough to upload it. The worst footage came from a gas station camera. The figure stopped walking. For the first time, it stood still beneath the flickering lights. And then, slowly, deliberately, it turned its necklace body slightly backward, as if it was checking something, as if it was counting. From that night on, sightings increased. It no longer stayed on highways. It appeared closer to homes, in parking lots, at bus stops, outside bedroom windows, still walking, still waiting, still letting people do the one thing they could not resist. Look again. Police finally admitted what they couldn't control. You cannot fight it. You cannot outrun it. You cannot hide, because it doesn't hunt movement. It hunts attention. If you notice it's wrong, you're already too late. The final report before communications stopped said something chilling. The ghost no longer appeared headless in every sighting. Sometimes it had one, but the head was never facing forward. It was always turned slightly back, as if it was checking to see who would be next, as if it was reminding the world of something simple and cruel. You don't lose your head because it takes it. You lose it because you gave it permission. By looking, by noticing, by needing to understand. And somewhere tonight, on an empty road, something is walking forward steady, patient, complete enough to keep going, waiting for someone who can't stop themselves from looking twice.